can tell when something's not authentic. That's why I try and cry as much as possible during preaching. It gives me a bit of time to think. It also makes people think, wow, he's really speaking from the heart.
Man, so you are a weeper, are you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That would make me
Dan can't handle that.
I can't. I couldn't. That would be that's like a deal breaker for going to a church. If the preacher cries too frequently, I can't.
All the time, mate.
Oh, I can't do it. Yeah. You've been right up there, and it's
it's
crying,
crashing down.
And the thing is, I know it's a problem with me. I know the crier is not the problem, unless it's like unnecessary crying.
Yeah.
But I know it's my own insecurities and that I can't deal with sort of emotion.
Well, you said earlier on that you're naturally conservative, and conservatives hate any kind of emotion, don't they? Like it's icky. Together.
It's icky. Pull your bootstraps up. Just work
Just
hard.
want the information. Just give me the information.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't cry all the time, really. I haven't cried.
Okay.
I haven't cried during lockdown.
You haven't cried in this. That would be bad.
But the reason is, though, maybe Phil, you're the same. You're the first person to get converted by your talks. I think, like when you start talking about the gospel and you see people respect for the first time, like, oh, it's that's what it is. I get it now.
Right.
How can you not get emotional about that? Yeah. It's just, there isn't anything like preaching the gospel and seeing people get it in front of your eyes. That's what gets me crying.
Yeah.
Rain Man.
Yeah.
I think, what was it, you've cried once in your life, and that was when
No, I have I have rules. There are legitimate reasons for crying. One is death or severe pain. Others are
$1 Million Baby.
No, I'll get into it. Wait. Death and suffering. The second is like big moments, the birth of a child. I became very emotional. I cried loads when my first daughter was born, and then that stopped, thankfully, after about a couple of weeks.
Mine hasn't stopped, so
you're still going.
Yeah, but that's another story.
And third is documentaries or movies that are based on real events.
Yeah.
Although the one that did get me, the exception to that, is $1 Million Baby, because I know that's not real, but it got me at a low point and I wasn't expecting it. And I was emotionally, I'd been alone for a while, and I was a bit low, and it got me and I cried. Yeah. But no, I don't usually let them. Schindler's List.
I was the same with Planes, Trains and Automobiles. It honestly just smashed me at the end.
I've not seen that.
Oh, it's amazing.
I'm gonna have to.
But now you've told me it made you cry, I'm not going to watch it.
No,
I feel like we're having a vulnerable moment, guys. Wary of moving on.
So it just got me thinking now. So the only time I did cry reading a book was Bonhoeffer, biography by Eric Metaxas, and I was reading it on the train on the way back when I was commuting into London, and I just started like weeping, and I was like, oh my god, I have to stop reading about all these like businessmen. Like, what's he doing?
I don't know who you are, Dan. I thought I knew so well.
Because I knew what happened. It's horrible. He's had these letters to his fiance, and you know that he, I'm going to ruin it for you, but he dies, and they never see each other.
Spoiler.
And I couldn't contain it, and so I had to read it at home. So I just like weeping at home. And we had Ben Thornton, Phil, who's staying at our house for a while, a friend from church, and I'm just like, he might just like come into the room. I'm like weeping, because I'm like, it's never happened since, but it was. I don't like those moments. It's like a defeat.
Yeah.
Is that because you sent Mel some love letters and she didn't get them either? Is there something?
Nothing. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, it's deeply tied to that real life experience.
Yeah.
We've got a request for starting a fundraiser for Daniel. I mean, anyone who doesn't weep at the first 10 minutes of Up needs help.
I say, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
The first 10 minutes of the whole film?
The whole film, I was ambivalent.
That's controversial.
But I was massively ambivalent. And I am a weeper. I love a bit of Disney. The Disney Aladdin remake is off the charts good, man. But Up just didn't do anything for me at all.
Not even those first 10 minutes?
No.
Really?
I just thought, I remember feeling annoyed. I remember feeling it was hokey. It was like, okay, it was essentially a weepy version of the beach scene from Saving Private Ryan. It's like we're going in very high end here, instant death. And like with Saving Private Ryan, you think, okay, because there's a context of D-Day, but with Up, it's just totally I found it self-indulgent.